The management process is a process of planning, organizing, leading, and controlling the use of resources to accomplish performance goals. This is executed by the administrator or leaders of an organization dealing with things or people. Furthermore, the management process happens when there are others to be held accountable to, and where they can execute policies and procedures. As explained in the textbook Core Concept of Management by John R. Shermanhorn Jr., it states that the bottom line in every manager's job is to succeed in helping an organization achieve high performance while utilizing all its human and material resources. A manager is aligned with the common goal and vision of the organization. The organization is described to be a collection of people working together in a division of labor to achieve a common purpose. The foundations of management are composed of four distinct pieces. The four pieces are planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Planning, the process of setting objectives and determining what should be done to accomplish them. A manager that uses this function correctly can identify the desired work results and an efficient means to achieve them. Organization, the process of assigning tasks, allocating resources, and arranging activities to implement plans. This is the pace the founders have set. It's mainly composed of a group of people working together in a structural environment towards the common goal. A manager can turn the plans set by their founders into action by defining jobs, assigning personnel, and supporting them with resources. It gives planning structure. Leading, the process of arousing enthusiasm and directing efforts towards organizational goals. This process of leadership acts more of an influence that will help guide them towards common goals or the vision that has been established. Managers will be able to build commitments, encourage activities that support goals, and influence others to do their best work on the organization's behalf. Controlling, the process of measuring performance and taking action to ensure desired results. Managers can maintain active contact with those working on the common goal, gather and interpret reports on performance, and use that information to plan constructive action and change. These are systems that have been put into place to make sure everything is running as instructed. There are procedures one puts into place for safety and easy flow of work. A manager is in charge of executing these four functions cohesively. They support and are responsible for the work performance of one or more persons. They will look at these four concepts and act accordingly, whether they are putting some policies together or making sure things are running smoothly. There are three different levels of managers: top level manager, middle level manager, and lower level managers. This is composed Top level managers are composed of small groups of individuals that are oftentimes strategic visionaries. They are in charge of where the company is going and where the vision of the company is heading. They are conceptually vague and think more long term. They have the ability to think analytically and achieve integrated problem solving. An example of a top level manager is Steve Jobs. Middle level managers, they take the conceptual idea of top managers and design specific strategies and policies to accomplish the common goal. They take the idea and run with it. They make the idea come alive. In doing so, they take proper steps into accomplishing this by putting together the right people to execute this vision. Such groups might include the finance department to come up with the budgeting. An essential skill they use is human skills, which involves the ability to work well with others and cooperating with other people. They have more of an emotional intelligence. They think more midterm to short term in time length. Lower level managers. They take the policies and procedures drafted by middle managers and execute them. The time frame used by lower level managers are the shortest term of all. They don't think too far ahead. They are more frontline, meaning they are the closest to the client. They have technical skills, the ability to apply expertise, and perform a special task with proficiency. I believe out of all of these functions, the most important is planning.
In order for there to be something to organize, lead, or control, there has to be an objective or a common goal one wishes to achieve, a common vision, how to accomplish that vision, and what steps will be determined to achieve this goal. An example that comes to mind is building a house. One simply doesn't just organize, lead, or control tasks, people, and resources to accomplish building a house. They first have to look at their needs. Thus, they have to have a plan. They have to have an objective and a purpose, a vision of a house. A house offers protection from weather and predators. After they arrive at their needs for a house, they have to then think what building a house will accomplish. It will accomplish safety and protection. Once decided that the house is the best option that fits the need, they will begin to set objectives and decide how they will achieve building the house. Thus, planning. It takes the first step to decide on what their common goal is and the vision they want to accomplish together as a unit. The evidence and Bible verse I felt describe management is Luke 14:25 to 34, NIV version. The cost of being a disciple. Large crowds were traveling with Jesus, and turning to them, he said, "If anyone comes to me and does not hate father and mother, wife and children, brothers and sisters, yes, even their own life, such as a person cannot be my disciple. And whoever does not carry their cross and follow me cannot be my disciple." Suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Won't you first sit down and estimate the cost to see if you have enough money to complete it? For if you lay the foundations and are not able to finish it, everyone who sees it will ridicule you, saying, "This person began to build and wasn't able to finish." Or suppose a king is about to go to war against another king. Won't he first sit down and consider whether he is able with 10,000 men to oppose the one coming against him with 20,000? If he is not able, he will send a delegation while the other is still a long way off and will ask for terms of peace. In the same way, those of you who do not give up everything you have cannot be my disciples. Salt is good, but if it loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? I believe if you do not have a vision, then how can you accomplish your task? If there is no planning to begin with, then how can one build their tower? There needs to be a vision, a common goal, a reason for the need. The objectives and decisions will then guide you to achieving this goal.